Welcome to San Diego Market Movers. I'm your host, Valley, and I'm here with Miguel Nunez. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Miguel, I know that you have a lot of listings and sometimes they're vacant.
Mm-hmm.
So I had some curiosity of how do you protect your listings from being occupied, and have you ever had any of your listings that were vacant become occupied or run into any situations?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a reality that's going on right now. Some homes take a little bit longer. What happens in our case is that we get brought into these cases by the attorney. We'll get a call from the attorney and say, Miguel, one of my clients just passed away. They have these 3 properties. We're appointing I don't know, a relative as a executor or whatever the situation is. But in the meantime, the house is empty, sometimes with personal property in it, and people know that the house all of a sudden is being empty. So now it's a potential target. So by the time we actually start working on the house to prepare to sell, our job is to protect it. Unofficially, of course. I mean, we're realtors, but as part of our trust services that we provide to our clients, we take care of that. So what we've been doing, and unfortunately we've had a couple of bad experiences where we've had people move into a house on a Friday night with a fake lease agreement, and by Saturday there's a U-Haul bringing furniture into the house. They broke the locks, and then we had to go through a trial to evict them, at thousands of dollars of cost. We had an interesting situation this weekend where my son's the one who helps me putting all the technology. We installed cameras, and he calls me. It's Saturday at about, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and says, hey, Dad, somebody's in the house, in that specific house.
That's so terrifying.
And I'm kind of, I'm a senior citizen. In my younger years, I would have just gone, baseball bat in hand, and hit the door and scare everybody. Hopefully scare everybody, which normally that used to happen. They would run out the back, and but I've been advised not to do that anymore. So I see that. I call. It's a private fiduciary that we work with. And I told, hey, this is going on. We have somebody in the house. You need to call the police. I have no representation with that property, so she had to be here in town. And the cops, if you call them and they get to the property and they don't see anyone, they will not stop. They will leave. So somebody has to be there. So she was out of town, came back that evening. We were there Sunday at 6 o'clock in the morning in front of the house, and trying to figure out, well, maybe the person is still there, he's not there. We don't know, and we're not going to go into the house.
Right.
So we call the policemen. They show up, and a patrol car comes in at about an hour and a half, which I guess is not that bad. Then the second one comes in, and then we have a short conversation. Of course, we have no answers. Well, who is it? What is intentions? I mean, we have no idea. I don't know if he's still there. So they call. I mean, at one point we had 10 patrol cars.
Oh my gosh.
And a canine unit and a dog, one with a dog. So you can imagine the commotion. It's 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, 10 patrol cars. Everybody thought, okay, something really, really big happened. And they were telling us, okay, there's 2 approaches. We can either access the house as if a vandal went in to want to destroy things, or as if somebody went in with the intent of stealing something. And so, well, your guess is as good as mine. So they decided just to doing a little bit of risk management. Okay, well, let's go, assuming that somebody's there trying to steal something. So they go in, and the 10 of them go. Well, not 10. They kind of surround so that nobody jumps over the fences. And it's about 5 minutes, well, maybe a little bit under 4 minutes that they're there, and we don't hear anything. That 4 minutes is a long time for cops going into a single-story home and not come out right away saying, okay, we're clear. Nothing. And finally they come up with a guy in handcuffs. So unfortunately, this individual broke into the house. He broke a window. He had a backpack with drugs and drug paraphernalia in there. And they were able to, well, I guess they were going to convict him as a felony because, there was nothing to steal, but he had connected his phone to the outlet. So I guess he was stealing power. So that's kind of, and again, what they're trying to make these crimes more serious, because it could have been, my son could have gone there, at noon to change a lock or to put a sign, and all of a sudden find this guy in there. And there was a knife. He had a knife. It's dangerous. So, we may think it's an extreme charge, but then again, the consequences are bad. So Very important to just be very vigilant, not be heroes. If you see something different, just immediately walk out of the house. Hear something, just immediately walk out of the house, call the cops.
And I like that you guys started adding cameras to your listings to protect your clients. So
absolutely, absolutely.
great.
And, you have to, it's an invasion of privacy. Sometimes you have to put signs out there because once the house is for sale, well, now you can see and hear what the buyers are saying, you know, and of course nobody wants to go in and hear, oh yeah, I can buy this and 2 other homes, okay, well, we're not going to give you any discount, right? So it is a double-edged sword, but at least on the initial parts of the transaction, it just, the system worked.
Yeah. I love it. Well, thank you so much for sharing that story. It's
welcome.
quite a story.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching.
Take care. Bye-bye.